Alright, let's try this one more time.
Previously on Gears.
We used to protect cog settlements. Now we're about to raid one.
Raiding is what outsiders do.
Welcome, winners, to Gears 5. This is officially the third time's the charm for us. Recorded the first time, something got a little messed up, so I went back over and I was like, oh, everything's good. Went to edit it today. It's actually Saturday. I was going to put the first one today, and I was like, I'll wait. I'll just start normally on Tuesday with Mr. Plays, and we'll do Gears 5 that way and get back to our normal schedule. But went to do that, and all the sound was gone for the game, so I was like, great, this is where we're at. So here we are, restarting it again. I did scoot past the I did skip over they actually have like a basic training level. That's really cool and a lot of fun. However, I just wasn't feeling it to do it again because it's kind of slow and the banter, while very good, yeah, I was like, I don't feel like going through all of that again. So we're going to pick up with the start of this game, which is going to recap Gears 4. Of course, if you want to see all of Gears 4 and a lot of my thoughts on it, I recommend watching the playlist that I've just created for Gears 4, where I'll break down different parts of the game, talk about what I like, what I don't like, and some other different attributes like that.
Swarms related to the grubs. We'll find out there.
I still love the design of Marcus. Like, it's, with everything being as like tweaked as it is, like in the new armor being a little bit smaller, I just find that this is a nice refresher to see like the new design for the cog armor, how it's a little bit sleeker, a little bit closer. His still looks like he's wearing a door, but you know, like, just how they aged him, I think, has been super, super good. There is an action figure set for him that's like $64.
We definitely found where they're coming from.
And where those snatchers are going.
My dad's alive and he's down there.
Now, honestly, I thought the dialogue for these games has been fantastic so far, and I have already played through like the first portion of this game, or 5, and I think the dialogue for this has just gotten like 10 times better.
In their network. This is all goddamn hive. It's all connected. The locusts never die, James. Kate, your mother, she's alive.
Where is she?
And she's not being treated like the others. Not potted.
I'm released. I'll die. It's okay.
She wanted you to have that.
It was my grandmother's. I never knew her.
And then the big reveal at the end of 4. So that's another really awesome aspect of this. I like this opening sequence as we go through the body, which either looks like it's a locust virus, but the crystallization, I'm not 100% sure, unless it's supposed to be like the body's a chrysalis from the inside out. But the muscle fibers, the brain tissue, everything else that just makes the locust uniquely different from the humans that they are. I think that's the brain that we're on. Yeah, it's the brain. And I like to see that as like the inside of what's happening to Kat.
Kate is not ready for this. She can barely keep her eyes
Kate.
open.
Don't worry about her. She'll be ready.
So already we're seeing a little bit of a different side to a lot of the characters. There's only been a couple lines. If you guys remember, Azura is where the end of Gears 3 happens.
When's the last time you slept?
Last night, got a good 8 or 9 minutes in.
Nightmares?
Does it get better?
It gets tolerable.
So that dialogue there, I think, reveals so much to us about the Gears of War franchise and the Gears of War series and the characters and the people in this than most other games have. And holy shit, is this area pretty. Look at all the color in this. Like the gunmetal and the gray contrast with the blue on their suits, the yellow and the accent pieces, and then just the greenery and the blue of this
So who's jumping first?
Definitely not you.
Del, I'm fine, okay?
Sure you are.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Del.
Sam, we're outgoing.
Roger that. We're standing by out here.
See you soon. Hey, Dave, coming?
the new Dave bot.
All right, Control, we're going in.
Control? Really? I have a name. Control.
Regs are regs, Bear. I mean, Control.
And we're already breaking enough of them as it is.
What Jin doesn't know won't hurt her. This is my call, all right? If the First Minister doesn't like it, she can yell at me. Which she almost certainly will.
Tell us where to go, Control.
I'll do my best, but remember, no one's been in that facility for like 25 years.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
You're not there to buy a timeshare. You're there to launch an old Hammer-a-thon prototype.
And your intel says one of the silos is still intact, right?
Yeah, as far as they can tell. Just get Dave to a functional control room. He'll handle the launch sequence.
So one of the things that I love in this game is they gave you a little bit of change. If I hit B, which used to be the old school like melee hold and I would run with my chainsaw, it doesn't. Now I actually hold RB, which is... Okay, sorry, I thought something there. Which is also my active reload, which, by the way, is so much slower than it ever has been. It almost feels like they have a really huge red herring there. When you walk into that island, it's like, oh, look how great and big everything is. And now we're back inside almost immediately to these dark, gray tunnels. But even still, the contrast is so much more. It's almost as if developers have learned that muddy doesn't make it look more realistic.
One hell of a way to come back to Azura.
Yeah, but we get those satellites.
Hey, get back!
Oh, shit!
What the hell? I need to search a place that's falling apart.
Quickly.
Baird's trying to launch a satellite from here? It seems a little half-baked.
Well, half-baked plans are kind of Baird's specialty.
How Baird even figured out they had a hammer satellite here?
My father, before he died, he let Baird in on a few COG secrets. And this island, it has plenty of them.
And they also do a good job here of acknowledging past events and past games and tying a lot of it together, explaining that maybe some things have always been known about, but we just haven't spoke of, or anything like that. Now, like I said earlier, when it came to by Marcus sitting there going, you know, asking about the nightmares, obviously referencing a form of PTSD slash brain monster that that Kate is having. It lets you know that they acknowledge mental health in this universe. Most video games are just like, oh, no, here we go. Halo kind of does it when they talk about the Spartan 3s.
Only a handful of us made it off Azura alive.
When they talk about the Spartan 3s, but the Spartan 3s were also lobotomized, so that way they wouldn't have to like worry about pesky things, say, pesky things like mental health, or like PTSD, or like their emotions and feelings getting in the way. You are worth this. Wellness advisory poster. You are worth this. Only you can ensure humanity's future. If you are experiencing anxiety, doubt, or guilt, counselors are available 26 hours a day to speak with you. So yeah, and even that right there also acknowledges it. So Marcus even shows, hey, I have PTSD, I have nightmares, and we got to see a glimpse of that in 4 when he talks about doing the rescue mission.
Gotta cut through.
A little bit to like the latter half of the game, and he kind of does that 1,000-yard stare, and you hear the screams in the background when he tells him like it was a rescue mission. How many men did you get out? And he goes, you didn't.
Stay back. We're coming down. Guess who? Dave, send a pulse and let's see what we're dealing with.
How do you want to do this?
I'll take care of this one. Okay, let's put him down.
Get into cover.
Did not mean to do that. Oh wow, that's a unique feature right there. So a lot of the weapons feel very heavy, which is very, very welcome change. Oh wow, I can give us more cover. That's nice. So the weapons feel much heavier than they used to. And if you'll notice, like when I hit that pop sound effect, that sounds fantastic as well. Like it doesn't feel. It feels like I'm very much messing with their head.
All right,
as I take it off their body.
Baird, it's confirmed. Azura burial site is active.
Shit. Okay.
And the hammer burst in this game also feels better, but when I hold down.
We get it handled for now. Delta out. Come on, we gotta find one of those silos. Assuming the swarm haven't ripped them all apart.
If I hold down on the trigger and just keep on trying to unload it on people, it does have a significant amount of recoil. Like you'll see, like it starts going up a lot faster. It's a good waste of spam, but just to you know depict that.
Shit. Sorry.
Hey, Kate, these headaches.
I'm okay, alright? Let's just find a silo.
For the record, you don't seem okay.
I'll leave.
And I do like that we get to see this caring side of Marcus, where he almost seems fatherly
Let's hope
to
Jin sees it.
like a new generation that are getting into shit that they probably don't quite understand, because if this happened 25 years ago, let's say it took another 2-3 years for JD to be born, you know, that puts them at only like 21, 22 at the most. And like at 21-22, I didn't know jack shit. Like, let's just be frank about that.
They're coming out of that nest!
Gotta get a frag in this thing! Throwing frag!
Nest destroyed!
I love the satisfying nature of taking down nests. It feels fantastic.
Alright, got them all.
It's giving me a lot because it says music settled, so these subtitles are giving a lot.
Barry, we found one of the silos, but it's wrecked.
Well, there's two more. One of them's still operational.
Hope you're right. We ended the war once on this island. When we get this hammer satellite up, we can do it again.
That's the idea, old pal. Control out.